What's going on, YouTube family? It's your boy Tyrone of Relax and Chill Cigars, owner and host of the YouTube channel. Well, we've been talking about it for a little bit. Today's the day. We're going to slide up a cigar and we're going to have us some good bourbon. So as you see, we got some Basil Hayden Toast, which is bourbon whiskey. And also I got my punch, which we'll get into, the different types of cuts and for the cigars. And you see I got the cigar, the Baccarat, and you see I got a 3-torch lighter. And we'll get into the lighters too, because there's different types of those as well. We'll be talking about the Baccarat, so stay tuned. Okay, as you see, I'm about to do the punch. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but you're gonna wet the edges just a little bit so that you can make sure that you don't tear up the cigar when you go to punch it. Now the punch works as so. You're gonna insert the punch inside the cigar, give it a push and a slight turn, push and a slight turn till it seats. Once it's seated, pull out and it gives you a hole. That right there is what makes the cigar burn kind of slow. If you do a flat cut or a V cut, you're gonna have a cigar that burns evenly, but a little bit faster than what you would have if you have a punch. So I'm about to light this baby up and go ahead and start smoking and also sipping on my bourbon. See you in a sec. All right, so to light your cigar, make sure your flame's out. You just want to go around the cigar edge in the middle of the cigar. A nice little char burn on there. I'm burning the paper, which you shouldn't do. Shake it out a little bit, let it actually burn. It doesn't really look like it's burned because you want to have a char on the inside. And you're looking for a little bit of red when you're lighting it. We should have a good pull on this right now. So let's try it out and see. Nice pull. See, it's already starting to burn fairly well. And that's what you want without burning the paper on the outside. But that's what happens when you're using a torch that is not rated for your cigar. And what I mean by rated for your cigar, this cigar actually should have been a 2-torch lighter, but I like the 3-torch. Sorry, but that's just what I enjoy using. But 2-torch lighter, you want to start on the inside of the cigar and work your way out and light the entire cigar. Or you can put the cigar in your mouth and light it, but you want to twist it as you're pulling. You pull light, or you're holding the lighter to you and you're pulling as you're lighting and you're turning as you're lighting. So that way it gets all the way around and it's not burning unevenly. All right, my first time cigar smokers. So you're gonna see, I pull in and blow right back out. I'm not inhaling and I'm not holding the cigar smoke in my mouth too long, which it doesn't matter either way, but you want to make sure that you're not actually inhaling the cigar smoke. Inhaling the cigar smoke could be very bad for you. That was the retro inhale or retro blowout. So you blow out through your nostril, because everybody knows your nose and your mouth is connected. So if you're smoking a cigar, you can always blow out through your nose, and it's going to give you a better taste of your cigar. All right, so we're out here getting our smoke on. Nice, calm day, a little bit of wind, but still a good cigar day. I'm gonna see how long I'm gonna be able to hold this ash before the wind actually takes it from me. So we'll see how long that lasts. As you can see, I got a good ash on here and it's burning evenly, and that's what you want. So as a first-time cigar smoker, when I say you want to make sure that you're smoking the cigar and taking your time and it's not going out on you, you want it to burn evenly as well. So as you're smoking, you want to take and smoke and turn your cigar as you're smoking it. So that way you get that nice even burn on it. Also, if you're just smoking it like you're supposed to smoke it, which is, you know, here and there, maybe a minute or two break in between puffs or pulls. So if you do that, you take those couple minutes in between, should stay nice and even like it is. I don't know how long mine is going to stay actually even because the wind's blowing a little bit, which is not really that bad out here, but it's still going to impact the burn of the cigar. I mean, my Basil Hayden Toast bourbon whiskey. I'll come back when I get a little bit further down. All right, you see how long it is, and it's getting longer. So we're gonna see how long it's gonna stay before it actually falls off. I'll come back again when I get a little bit further in. All right, YouTube fam, let's walk and talk for a little bit. She's still pretty long, and she's getting longer. So we're gonna see how long, like I said, it's gonna take me before it falls off. But normally, if I'm in at the cigar shop, which there's one a couple miles down the street from me, you want to duck your ash into the ashtray because you don't want it to fall on the ground at the cigar shop because they might kick you out. No, I'm kidding. But normally you want to duck your ash so that your ash doesn't fall because it could fall on you and then you'll have ash all over you, or it could fall on the floor and then of course you have to sweep it up. But normally you just go ahead and duck it in the ashtray. If you're outside somewhere, the ash is not going to hurt the environment. You can duck the ash on the ground. Like I said, I'm waiting to see how long it's going to take for this one to actually fall down. And it's actually been a few minutes since I did my last pull. And if you can see that, it's still smoking a little bit. So as long as your cigar is smoking, you're fine. You don't have to worry about relighting it. But if you look at it and it's not smoking, it's time to relight it. And that also means that you're smoking too slow. So you want to just speed up just a little bit. Not much, but just enough to where it's still smoking. So when you go to pull on it, you got smoke. All right, YouTube family, it actually fell off just now. So that was only a few minutes. So as you can see right there, that's where it fell. Still pretty long, but still got a long ways to go. This one is actually Churchill, which is the longest cigar that most companies make. So you smoke this, it's going to take probably about an hour to an hour and a half to smoke. But if you're smoking a cigar that long, you want to put aside 2 hours so you can actually enjoy the cigar and you're not rushing. Okay, so we're almost down to the band. And this part right here is what we call the band. Now, a lot of cigar smokers take the band off before they get to this point, but you want to let the cigar burn almost to the band so that it heats up the glue on this part right here. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little line there. That glue is in that line, right? So in that line, the glue is going to heat up and it's going to get where it makes it easy for you to just pull this off. Sometimes, depending on the cigar, it'll be sliding anyway, but you still don't want to take it off because you can tear up the outer wrapper of the cigar. And if you tear it up too much, it'll go inside to the filler of the cigar, which we talked about in one of the other videos. And when you tear up the cigar to that point, you're going to have smoke coming out of that hole. So you don't want smoke to come out of that hole because then you're going to be losing smoke and you're not going to get the full effect of the cigar. So hold on to this band until the cigar gets close to the band or closer to the band, and then you take it off. Okay, we're close enough to the band now where I can go ahead and take this off. Again, you want to be real careful when you go to take this band off. Duck your ash. Make sure your ash doesn't fall on you. Yeah, so the band was just right. The glue had started heating up a little bit, so it was real easy to take that off. And as you can see, where the band was. There's no holes or anything where I just took the band off. Now, you want to smoke your cigar down to about right there where my fingers are. Some people smoke the cigar to about right here, which is about an inch or two away from my fingers. Either way, you want to enjoy as much of the cigar as you possibly can. I know some seasoned cigar smokers that smoke it until about right here, which is a little bit further up. If you can see where my fingers are on that, they smoke it almost to the very end. Like I said, it's up to you how far down you want to smoke it, but as you can see, there's still a lot of cigar left. So when I get done, we're going to talk about some more interesting things about smoking cigars. All right, YouTube. So I just finished my bourbon, which I was trying to hold out until I finished smoking my cigar, but of course I didn't pour enough in there, but that's fine. Typically keep the bottle with me until I'm done with the cigar so I can pour as much as I need to pour to keep up with the cigar. But we're close to the end, so I'm all right with it for right now. Next time it'll be a little bit more. But there's many other drinks that you can drink while you're smoking a cigar. You have sweet tea, and I know that's surprising, but you can drink sweet tea with cigars. One of the cigars of choice to drink with sweet tea is acid infused. For my seasoned and my first time smokers, try it out, see if you like it. But the other drinks would be water or soda. Water and soda is decent for you. If you don't like to drink and you do drink sodas or you drink water, you just want to keep your palate moist, and also it helps with the taste of the cigar. You're tasting more of the cigar because you're cleaning your palate off. But when you drink a bourbon or a whiskey or a cognac, that is going to enhance the flavor of the cigar, and it's going to take the bite out of the bourbon, cognac, or whiskey while you're smoking the cigar. So just a little something, a little tidbit of information. We'll get into food and stuff later, and we'll get into more of the alcohol pairings as well a little bit later. So if you want to know, I'll have some of those videos put out here a little bit later on, so stay tuned. All right, so I know you can see that there's a slight hole in the middle of the cigar. That's what we call canoeing, and basically what it is the cigar is burning the outer portion of the cigar, which is burning the outer filling of the cigar. Typically that happens maybe 1 out of 10 times that you're smoking a cigar. And normally what you can do, because the cigar is so short right now, I don't recommend doing it right now. Just finish smoking the cigar. But if it's a little bit longer, what you can do is you can cut the burnt edge off the cigar up to the clear tobacco in the cigar, relight it and smoke it again, and that will take away that canoeing that you see in this cigar. So just another little tidbit of information. I'll have some more information a little bit later on in a couple of the other videos.